Hello, boys and girls, this is Otherchill, of course, and welcome back to another Battlefield 4 video, Jett gameplay, and I think it is probably the best match I've ever had. This is all gonna be from the same match, and I do extremely well, except for a couple of parts that you're gonna see where I kind of... derp is almost too weak of a word. I would say fuck up is a better word. I also think, I gotta be completely honest, of course, I think I got lucky and the Jett drivers or the Jett players on the enemy team weren't very good players that didn't really know how to use the Jett, because I had an unusually easy time in the air keeping away the enemy Jets, so to say, and yeah, I can't really attribute that to my skills. It was more or less the lack of skill on the enemy team instead, but still, very nice gameplay. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy, and if you click the quality settings on YouTube and you're running YouTube in Chrome, you should be able to pick between 720p, 1080p and 1440p 60 FPS, baby. Welcome to the PC Master Race. No, it's alright, I just had to say that. It was too goddamn funny to not say it. But yeah, YouTube seems to have realized something Ubisoft haven't, and that is that 60 FPS is better than 30. Hallelujah, baby. Honestly though, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube with the 60 FPS enabled, and I gotta say that a lot of the videos I can like see absolutely no difference on at all. Some FPS videos though, some Counter-Strike and some Battlefield, I could definitely see a change, and one or two Minecraft videos, but a lot of the videos, it looked almost like the people who have made them haven't even recorded the game in 60 FPS, but just rendered in 60 FPS, and that's kind of what I do. Like, I record my videos in 1080p, 60 FPS, but then I upscale them to 1440p, for example, World of Tanks and Battlefield 4, to simply trick YouTube into giving the video more bitrate. That's how much information YouTube sends to you, and basically giving a little bit clearer picture and a little bit nicer picture for the people that have the internet quick enough for it. Obviously, if you don't, you're just watching 320p or 480p or 720p, whatever floats your boat, so to say. But it seems like you can't pick 60 FPS unless you pick 720p or higher, however, so I want to point that out. And I'm very sorry, guys, I've seen so many comments, so many emails, so many tweets like, Anders, why no 60 FPS videos? Last week was a nice and shitty week for me, and I'm still having some issues because of it. My internet decided to crap out on me. If you've seen my vlog, you kind of know a little bit more about it. I don't want to go into super much detail about it, because it's simply just like technical jargon, or technical talk, basically, that I hardly understand myself, and I guess a lot of you wouldn't either, especially if you don't have that kind of an internet. Then there's no reason for you to even know about that kind of stuff. But long story short, my modem is now connecting to a 900 megahertz band antenna or broadcasting tower instead of the old 2400 megahertz that had way superior speeds and way more reliable. I actually went out and bought myself a new modem, or a new little stick you put in your PC, like with the USB cable, and that actually gave me a little bit better speed, so now I can actually upload, like, for example, this video probably is gonna take like 4 to 6 hours to upload. Like the internet was last week, it would take 3 days, like literally 3,900 minutes or some shit like that. And you might realize that I kind of need my PC for playing a lot of the time, so I can't even upload all of that time either, so I would be able to like upload one video each 4 days if that would have continued. But luckily, the new modem was slightly better at receiving those 800 or 900 megahertz bandwidth instead, so at least we have that going for us, and I might even be able to stream with it. I think I'm gonna do some kind of a test stream during the week, maybe Tuesday or something like that, or maybe I've already done the one. I'm recording this during during Sunday, by the way, if anyone is wondering when the commentary is recorded. But that is why you haven't seen any 600 or 60 FPS videos on my channel, because I simply haven't had time to make any. All the videos I've been able to have time to upload, because I also went out with my friends during this Friday and had a really good time with them at the club. Oh man, it was so fucking fun. I think I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about that as soon as we're done talking about the internets and the 60 FPS and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I haven't had time to record anything in 60 FPS. It was recorded before that though, but I always record Battlefield in 60 FPS because I like putting some slow motion in on the Battlefield stuff. Never really have recorded CSGO in 60 FPS, but I'm probably gonna try to make sure we have a CSGO video any day soon as well with 60 FPS as well, so hopefully that's gonna look good. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I can't really say anything before this video is actually up and you guys can see it on YouTube, so I'm really hoping at this moment that I'm gonna be able to put some good settings on Sony Vegas Pro 10 or Pro 12 that I used to edit and render my videos with, and it's gonna be looking good on YouTube, because the last time I uploaded a 60 FPS video to YouTube, the audio was fucked up. This was way back in the day actually, during Battlefield 3, and I just got my second graphics card, a GTX 570, or basically a second one, so I had two of them in SLI, and I could run Battlefield 3 in 1080p 60 frames a second and still record 60 frames a second, and I wanted to try it out and upload a video in it. You guys said the video looked just fine, but there were one issue that I also noticed when I looked at it on YouTube, and that's that the audio went way out of sync. Like, the audio became like 8 seconds behind, I think, in the end of the video, so yeah, things weren't very good. But back then YouTube weren't made to show 60 FPS videos, so I guess they processed the video in 30 FPS instead of 60, and that's why you had that FPS issues, or that lag in the sound, so to say. But now it should be working, so yeah, let's just cross our fingers and hope you guys put a lot of comments saying, yeah, this looks way better, and if it doesn't look way better, then fuck it, I'm just gonna go back to doing 30 frames a second videos again. But it should look better, because let's be honest, even though it's more important to have 60 FPS in a video game than it is in a movie, it does look better. It does look a lot better. At least, I mean, like I said before, like, YouTube is YouTube. If you watch like a Blu-ray or like The Hobbit or something like that in 48 frames instead of just like 24 or 30, it looks way smoother and nicer. Way smoother, especially during like big action scenes when a lot of things are happening and the camera is moving around a lot. And I would guess that something it would also be good for is, for example, football and like different sports things you upload to YouTube, and maybe like live camera shots. Like, I don't know, Freddie Wong maybe will be able to use it nicely in some of his stuff, but obviously that also means that he has to computer animate twice as many frames as usual, and I don't know if he's gonna like that. That means twice as much job for just as many views and all that, so I don't know, kind of depends. But I think I hope it's gonna be worth it, at least for my video, so to say. And I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. I also got some new furniture and that kind of stuff last week, so I was very busy. I'm also doing a lot of stuff with my company, because like with everything in Sweden you have to pay taxes and all that kind of stuff to the IRS, or as we say in Sweden, Skatteverket, and I'm having a lot of issues with them at the moment that has to be fixed, so I'm spending a lot of time at my accountant's office right now, so there might also be fewer videos because of that. So not only does my internet kind of fuck me over at the moment, but also the IRS might want to try to fuck me over. But hopefully it shouldn't affect the YouTube channel in the long run. It's nothing bad, it's just that things are kind of moving slowly, and yeah, it's just a pain in the ass, simply. Also looking into upgrading my vlog video camera, aka also basically the webcam I'm using to stream my face with when I stream videos, and there's my second death. Look at that. Also a crash. God damn it. No, but the same camera that I do my vlogs with, and I also show my face with, obviously, during my live streams. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to upgrade that sometime during this week or next week when I get time to go to a store that sells those kinds of things. I'm probably gonna look into buying a really nice one, because the one I have right now was actually given to me by a subscriber way back, actually, and it was a very nice one back then when it was new, like 3-4 years ago, but right now there's a lot of them that is a lot better, because the one I have right now can only record in 60 FPS if you do 720p, and in 1080p it only records 30 FPS, and it's so bad. It has kind of crappy focus, and it has kind of crappy lighting. You might notice that I look like a vampire as soon as anything white happens on my screen. Like, if I get flashed, like, I am so damn white in my face, because the camera can't handle the changes in lighting conditions at all, literally. Like, it's not a camera made for doing high quality videos or streams. It's just a camera that you buy and use to talk with your grandkids or your lover or whatever, someone you like and want to see their face from a long way around from, I guess, or something like that. Also thinking about getting myself some new graphics card for Christmas, giving myself a nice little Christmas present. Thinking of getting two 980s, actually, GTX 980s. At the moment I'm running two GTX 7070s, and I mean, they're more than good enough. I mean, like, holy shit. But some games that don't use SLI, there's a little bit of an issue, because then I can only use one GTX 7070, and for some games, if you want to play on high quality graphics and high resolution, one GTX 7070 isn't quite enough. For example, World of Tanks, and I think DayZ and a few more of those games, because they're also quite badly optimized. I mean, that's a lot of the reasons as well, but yeah, that's hopefully that's gonna make things a lot better. What else was it now? I think there was something. Oh yeah, the Halloween. I hope you all had a really good Halloween. Me and my mates, we actually called to the club in advance and actually booked a table, and like I don't know how the clubs are where you live, but here there's like almost nowhere to sit. It's mostly like bars, dancing areas, and then like a couple of places where you can sit. And there's death number 3. Flo crashed again. God diggity damn. Or maybe death number 4. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. But anyways, I had a fucking great time. We just sat down there. We were like kings in our castles. Like, lots of girls came and wanted to sit next to us. And I had just a really enjoyable time. So much fun. So I hope you guys had a really fun Halloween as well. As usual, please let me know now if you think you see a difference. If you don't, be honest and say you don't see a difference. And as usual, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.